Hello everyone, welcome in my channel ASP.NET MVC, and you can say ASP.NET Core. Today I am going to show you the Xamarin tutorial of the second tutorial of the Xamarin through Visual Studio 2017 linear layout. So this is your mobile screen. After that, the first thing you can place the containers. So the first container I'm going to show you, that is the linear layout and their properties, how it property works. Okay, so first is the layout width and the layout height, and the another property is the orientation. The orientation of that linear layout is the horizontal as well as the vertical. In a linear layout, if you set the horizontal orientation of that container, then all item in that orientations is placed in horizontals. So if you place 3 buttons and 4 buttons in linear layout, then they are assigned in horizontally. Okay, if the 5th button is moved to the next row, it means the content is wrapped. Okay, so layout width is depend on the wrapping content. If you set the layout width is the fill parent, I mean to say that the only 4 control will display in that control. Okay, now that is the vertical orientation. This is the vertical orientation of that control. Okay, and the left side you show a horizontally. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to show you the layout width and the layout height. Okay, must to know about that properties, because the each control have their width and the height property. Okay, so linear layout is a container, where you can place some controls like the button controls, like that edit text control, like text view control, and many more. So layout width is actually defined by the fill parent and the wrap content and match content there is. Okay, match parent also. So also you can define the width in the pixels or independent pixels and many more, inches as well. So today I am going to show you the fill parent, wrap content, and the match parent in this video, because this is the must to know about that properties. There is the layout width, fill parent, wrap content, and the match parent. So there is your mobile screen, and the wrap content. What is the meaning of the wrap content? Wrap content, it means your layout width of the linear layout is depend on the item which is included in the linear layout. Okay, so this is the wrap content. If layout width is set to wrap content, then content decide the size of the linear layout, because the if you set the orientation of that control is horizontally, that control placed one by one, and the size of the linear layout is extended. Okay, because the wrap content. Okay, if you set the fill parent and the match parent, the size of the linear layout is equal to the size of your mobile screen. Okay, this is the wrap content, okay, of the layout width of the linear layout. Now come to the next section is the layout height. Layout height is actually you can set the fill parent, wrap content, and the match parent also. But if you set the item will display in the linear layout is horizontally, then you can place then you can set the height of the linear layout is wrap content, and the width of the linear layout set to the match parent or the fill parent. There is the thing. Okay, just check that this thing in your Visual Studio. Okay, just open your Visual Studio and check that control. just open your resource folder, and in the under the resource folder you have a layout folder, and open that your first file. Now check the source control. There is a linear layout, okay, and set the horizontal and the vertical orientation of that property, okay. Now the width is you can set that thing, that is the fill parent and the wrap content. And under the we have a text view control. Just drag and drop also from the toolbox. Okay, you can place another text views, text view 1, text view 2, text view 3. Change your ID property, because the same ID property will not work in a designer view. Also I have some bug actually, because each control in the Xamarin and any other code must to separate that control. Okay, so here we have must to focus on that two property only, layout width and the layout height and the orientation. There is a three property actually exist in the linear layout. Okay, fill parent, okay. Now, oops, getting some error. Yeah, it's not closed, so just use slash instead of full. Yeah, there is the first, second and the third. Actually the width of that control is the wrap content, wrap content, wrap content of that control. So this is the thing, okay. If you change something in the width and the height property of that control, also the text of the text view control there is expanded, but the size of that control not expanded. You can check it. There is the thing, but the size of that control is not changed. The wrap content, it means the size of the container, the size of the control is depend on that text of that control. If you something extra text in the text view, then assign in the next row. There is, okay. There is thing. Now if you set the orientation property is vertical instead of horizontal, then each control placed just under that control, or you can say the separate line, there is a vertical in the order. You can check it. So thank you guys for watching this video, and keep watching all other videos which is related to Xamarin and ASP.NET Core, and please comment it if you want any other things in ASP.NET Core, ASP.NET MVC and Xamarin. Okay, so if you change it and see the result of that changes and modifications will happen. Okay, so thank you guys. Please don't forget this. Please subscribe my channel, and I will provide you a better video tutorial in later session of the Xamarin, and I'm provide you the thing where you earn more money from your app system, and many more things I will include in the Xamarin.